Is anybody watching the Three Space YouTube channel right now?
I had eyes on it. Oh, flat side. I best change that title.
Says 6 watching.
Ooh.
Cool. Need to let them know where to go if we shut it down.
I should.
This is
I should be
bollocks.
live now as well.
Who's Sue HU?
Who knows?
Maybe a lawyer. Sue you.
All day live.
Oh my God, I've been.
Nothing. This is bollocks. It is. Must be talking about you. Were you talking then? Sue hates you, says you were talking a load of bollocks. I'll put the 3 people watching online now. This is a replacement for, well, we just go live, aren't we? We've been checking the angular size of nugs, comparing them to Blackpool Tower, just for White Swan usage, in case Ranty wants to grab the pictures. Proof of the load. Thought they'd help them out.
Oh my God, you could probably have a big show if Brandon's not on right now.
Yeah, nobody will tell anybody about us, will they? But we're here. If anybody wants to come, have a look, see. I'll put the Discord in the
Throw it in
chat.
gems.
What up, Flat for Life? We're over on the Discord again, as usual. We're going to be working over angular nug sizes and the double drop hump. That
Oh, that's
sounds
going to
good.
be nice.
I quite like that double drop hump. It sounds. I'm not so sure. I did quite like the idea of the nutsack drop. I suppose you could have a double nutsack drop, couldn't you?
You just stole the words right from my mouth. Yeah, it has to be a double.
Yeah. You can't have it uneven, can you?
You can't have a single nut. You need 2 nuts, right? So yeah.
Yeah.
You could have 2 nuts, 2 boats, or 2 nuggets. Same thing. But in the ocean, the boat idea is good because people could visualize it. People have been on boats, right? And they'll say, wait a minute. What do they mean? What will happen if 2 boats and with the water? Shouldn't they be dropping? Both? Or should we see a curve? A hum? Or wait a minute, is there a third possibility?
Right, I'm gonna. I'll clean the board off and get ready for the. Right. Oh shit! I needed to write that down, didn't I?
I just put an invite on Gems to
Yeah.
On the Level.
What's it on the left? Now we're in three space.
Oh, we're going to 3 space?
We are in three space.
I know, but I thought you said you were. My bad. I'll post another one.
They won't go over to on the level. That's why we've had to make places like this and nips.
Okay, so I'll advertise both. Let's see what happens.
I think they all got frightened of Emma, so they won't go
Emma
over
and
to
Paige seems to scare the hell out of them.
on the level. Strong women
Yeah.
scare
Weak men.
weak men. I think it is. I think that's what it is. Yeah.
Nobody wants the mom voice. Come on, man.
Yeah. Nobody wants to get told off by mom.
Where's your mama, boy? I remember when we were kids playing in the lane and mom used to call in the lane, supper! That's what they hear when Paige and Emma talks.
Has anybody heard anything from the Sean Hufford septic sort of thing?
I never really kept up with it.
Takes a bit of drawing this. Setting up the compass and everything. I do quite like the idea of this, Cleary. I thought I was going to have this as a logo. Doesn't look too bad at the minute. Right, and last one.
Mark Taylor says, you want people to come over to a doxing server?
Well, Mark Taylor's the doxer. I mean, why is he going to dox people that come over here? What's he doing? Because, you know, they talk about whatever it is that they are, right?
Projection, yeah.
Well, Mark Taylor's the one that came on Brandon's, you not remember? Doxing me.
He's the one that does. Wow.
Yeah, he's the
Calling
one
a
that came
kettle
on.
black.
When I was doing a presentation at Brandon's, he was the one that came on midway through to stop me, to mention about my name. And then they had the bit, remember the time when Mark Taylor was telling them that they were coming round to the front of my house to take pictures? They were all getting dropped the next day, the pictures of me outside my house and my son.
Wow, he has some nerve, eh?
Mm. Let's see what that looks like. Let's see if we can get a picture. Yeah, that's Flat for Life. See, Flat for Life's it. It's in about Mark doxing. Yeah. Nobody gets doxed on this server over here. I mean, why would we bother doing that? Only things like that happen on other people's servers, and also McToons has admitted to tracking people's IPs and the like. Mr. Sensible's admitted to sending the police round to people's houses for videos. Not much has happened here. Apart from Slice Barcane saying something about me posting a picture that he posted on a video to me. Right, so virtual camera.
Aaron posted a picture of you with the nugget, so it's making its rounds. Shout out Nug Life.
Yeah, proves the globe that. White Swan. White Swan Nug pick.
Join the Nug Life. Free yourself of the shackles of the current system.
Oh, me. I had to reset the PC. Let me get the camera back out again. Should really get my cameras sorted out.
I think someone is fixing to do another nighttime show.
That's a bit better. Okay. Do you like that? Does that look good? It looks out of proportion for some reason.
Double drop.
Double drop hump.
That looks nice, bro.
See, that's a logo.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why it's out of proportion.
That is definitely a logo right there.
I've got it. It's a little bit high, isn't it?
Yours is much better than QE's. Oh, I shouldn't have said.
Get rid of that.
He tried his hand at it there for a minute.
Yeah, you don't
Sad
need the
reputation.
X at the bottom. Just make it come into a cone, like I have on my meme. See how that works.
I want to draw it properly in the.
Let it be under that straight line.
We'll have to go blue, I think, for the.
Nice. Nice.
Like
Picasso. Perfect.
Right, so if we're going to have a scale on it. Oh, DP's on the floor, cat looking skit, looking. Didn't know what had gone on. Why is DP on the floor? Right, let's have another colour then. What colour haven't we used so far?
The hump needs another color.
The hump's got a green. But I want
It doesn't look, you can't see it good.
I know.
It looks good to me. Blue and red and something.
Green. Yeah. We want to put this in here now as well. Scale.
The paradips paradox. Damn, that's good stuff.
Paradips paradox.
Mm-hmm.
It does sound good. And so that we're there. We're after 400 meters there, are we? $400. No, wait a minute, because it's a 200 meter. So that would be 600 meters, wouldn't it? Would it? What do you reckon? This distance here, from there to there. Do we do that at 400 meters?
It'd be a linear straight line distance.
Yeah, but
400 meters?
if we're taking the test into account, the idea is this is a shared segment at 200, right?
Yeah.
So what distance would that be?
I don't know if you're just trying to make a joke out of the paradip paradox. You'd probably want to go like 2 miles, right? So you'd have a nice dip in the middle.
Yeah, I'm thinking of something you could take to a surveyor though, right? In reality. Like 2 miles, a surveyor would be like, I don't know what you're talking about, like, but 400 meters is well within. So I'd say if we put that there, 400 meters, then that there at 400 meters, then half, then this section from here to here is 200 meters. Does that make sense? That this is going to be the shared line segment for us. Would it? 500 meters with a 200 meter shared segment, right? Keeps it true to what we're doing.
Yeah.
Because if I were to do this test now, I would extend it by 100 and do 500 from each side, so that middle bit there at 200 was always the shared segment. Then you just have to share that segment at this end or that end as you move it along, and that would go on to prove that it's a straight line. Anybody want to try? We need somebody to try this now, don't we? Right, so you put somebody and somebody here. The water level at 400 meters. There's a Coke. I know.
Question, Bev. Is your total length 400 meters or 800 meters?
It's a right line geometry, reciprocal, rectilinear, straight line, shared straight line segment test. Right? So you've seen the water level that we've got. 400 meters.
Yep.
For the sake of this test, it's 400 meters to here, so 500 meters to there. Yeah, so I'll sort it out in a minute. 500 to there, Nanny. And 200 shared line, straight line segments. So if you were talking about us, or right, this is the horizontal. That water level would be horizontal all the way across for us. Oh well, for me. I don't want to put it on anybody else. Everybody's free to think whatever they want. But the paradox or the conundrum involved in this is that Ruhif has given us, and well, I say Ruhif's given us the numbers, the drop numbers, which is this drop from there. Let's see whether we can get a better pen. That distance there, that's the drop. Now that's what Ruhif's given us, which is fine for the baller and the one observer, the drop. when you have somebody on the other side and also drop. So it's a double drop.
Now there's where the paradox comes in.
Yeah.
Part of it. Yep.
Well, then they have to have them the same. So what happens is when you have a water level, and I've heard people say this, once you have the water level involved in it, then this drop miraculously turns into a hump. Doesn't it? Oh, pen. How many pens are knackered? That one there, there's a hump. There. Hump. It's getting more complicated. Oh, what's that look? That's a bit of a bad colour, that, isn't it? That's a bit better. Hump
That's
and a
better,
drop.
yeah.
So, when there's two water levels, obviously making it level, then for some reason, the drop at the midpoint turns into a hump from the tangent. But this doesn't, like, clearly this is, I don't know, what do you call it? It goes away from what you've been talking about, doesn't it? It goes away from the... It doesn't really help in explaining the paradox of... well, I'm guessing, right? The drop and the hump does away with the fact that this is what they call a tangent, and any way you turn that into the chord,
Yeah.
that's proposition 16, isn't it? That, you know, you can't draw in geometry. We trust a lot. There's proposition 16, book 3, that the ballers they like to play on the geometry, but they haven't realised this yet. The proposition 16 in geometry states that if this is the tangent and this is the circle, the edge of the circle, there is no other line that can be placed here that can...
Within the right angle.
Yeah, within this right angle from this point here. It can't be down here anymore because it will cut the circle on the inside. It will not be a tangent. It will then become a chord, which is what the ballers need. That's the way they have this line that is a tangent that turns into the chord, but then they say the chord is
a tangent. Yeah.
I've heard them confuse those two things many times.
Yeah. Well, this is
and
the
interchange
problem.
them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've exposed the problem a little bit more, right? Because what you've seen is this half distance is a drop, but when you double it up with another guy on the other side, this drop becomes a hump. They just turn that distance there and put it up there when there's two of them. Two drops equal a hump.
Well said, brother. Well said. 2 drops equal a hump. Yeah, that should be written down. The twin boat paradox is getting very, very interesting.
It's getting some laws of its own, isn't it? Right?
Yep.
It's becoming clearer, right? That one drop is a drop, obviously not true. So the half distance becomes the hump, but when there's two of you with a water level that's obviously level and horizontal, then it's a head
Yeah,
That's the
scratcher.
problem. Then that
I look at
drop
the
has to be a hump. It has to, or else they
yeah,
go
I
into
look
La La Land. Yeah.
I look at it a different way, where the observers on a fake ball Earth model are leaning away from one another, right? They're leaning away, so they think they're looking down, right? Both of them are looking down at each other, but there's a hump in between them, right? That's just the way I see that, you know.
Yeah. Well, you think if there's a dude here, I'll put it on this side, right? If there's a dude here and he's looking this way, and he's got to look down to see that drop, but when there's two of them, it turns into a hump. How can he still be looking down when there's a hump there?
Because he's leaning back, and relative to the other guy, they're leaning away from one another on the fake ball Earth, looking down at each other. With it's really just a hump in the middle. In the middle.
Yeah, I see. I can't do anything than keep these two guys vertical, right? And
Yeah,
their reference frame in my head, I can't tilt them like off to an angle to get them
Yeah.
looking up. That then is
Me neither.
actually
Yeah.
them looking down. My head can't do that. It's just so far removed from anything that's reality.
But Cleary is right. Their head does do that. They have told me that already.
Yeah. Yeah, I suppose that anything to justify their model.
If you can place yourself on a ball, you can think of anything, after that to justify it. But reality dictates different.
33 minutes into the live stream, my live stream.
cool.
You,
I'm about
you're not playing the
33
song.
hours into mine. Go for it.
Yeah. I don't know. I didn't know we had one. I thought that's what you were doing. I thought you had something prepared.
Yeah, right here in my truck. Yeah.
Give us a door rattle. That's what it is, isn't it? Customary.
This door doesn't rattle on my personal vehicle. Thank God.
So yeah. We can add numbers to this, but would it confuse people more?
Yeah. Simple is best.
Yeah.
Simple, real simple. Don't even try to put the numbers of the real
These
stuff in there.
numbers at the bottom don't even need to be in there, do they?
Even those numbers, will scare them away. Yeah.
So it's the double drop. Yeah. Let's see the maths. Is two times drop equals hump.
Yeah, that's beautiful, bro. Yeah, I like that one. It's gonna take them about a year and a half to figure that one out. Even though they have told me that themselves.
I can do
Bev, even though they have told me that themselves yesterday on Gems.
This is
Double hump.
times
Double hump camel.
There you go. 2 times nutsack drops equals 1 Bislin hump.
Beautiful. Poetry.
That's the new formula for the curve.
George gets honored twice.
Yeah, both of them. Both of his nutsack drops. Because he did, well, all inspired by Jesse, but let's leave Jesse out of it. I mean, what's Jesse ever done? Jesse did give us the idea that it's a measurable drop. Oh, yeah, it's measurable, I think was the quote. It's not measured because there's no drop, it's just horizontal. It's as if you deviate from the usual water level. This is us helping the what we call them, the glarping. Glarping.
Yep.
Curvature hunter.
This should turn a few heads right here. Yep. It already has in the form of the twin boat paradox. But this is nice as well.
I can't really think of anything else to add that. Well, actually, we do need to add this is horizontal. Because it's a water level. But they say it's not horizontal, but I mean it is definitely a straight line. Directly in the middle, because that would be how you'd measure it, right? Directly in the middle of the hump and the drop is the midpoint. The midpoint in between the hump and the drop is on the horizontal, right? It's got to be.
Yeah.
It's got to be.
It has to be, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, because how would you measure the drop? The drop is measured from the horizontal. Horizontal from this side and the horizontal from that side. Equal drop. Mathematically perfect. This is a mathematically accurate, geometrically accurate paradox for them. This guy,
Yes, sir.
This guy measures a drop from the horizontal over a marked distance. This guy measures a drop from the horizontal over the same marked distance. That has to be equal from both sides, obviously, because that's the way it is. And that drop, as we've had one of them come in, whatever, or somebody like that, one of them, mathematically, geometrically, they've told us that the drop is equal to the hump at twice the distance. So that's a half distance, because this one was equal to this one. This distance is equal to this distance. So therefore that's a half distance. And the hump is for the full distance equal. I mean, that's geometrically perfect. This drop and the hump are equal together. Two nutsack drops equal a Bislin hump.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Let them argue with that.
I think we should divide that by 2 though, because we don't want people to think that it's double the drop. It's not. It's just because there's 2 of them. So we'll put that over 2 there, just to make it, because they do like the formulas to be correct, don't they? 2.
Oh, give them a nice tidy formula. Yes, I like that.
But you have to be there, because we can't just cancel it out, because then you wouldn't understand that the 2 and it's a half distance, and because they've got a quadratic formula in their model maths. They do. I don't like putting their maths on for them. I like them to tell us the maths. We just do the paradox formulas for them. How does everybody think that? Does that work in the chat? They claim you can measure the horizon's angle. Is that true? And no, I don't think it has an angle, does it? The horizon. Ruhif claims a lot of stuff like that. I'll leave that on the screen for us for a bit. Everybody get their heads around it. Anybody got any questions about the what did you call it? Cleary. What are we calling that? It looks like an axe head or something like that.
They were making a parachute. When I drew the same thing there, they were making parachutes out of it. Parachute memes.
Yeah, it looks like an axe
It
head
does
or
look like a
something.
single-headed Cretan axe,
Yeah.
to be honest with you. Yeah.
Yeah.
The reason why I called it a twin boat paradox is because it envelops everything. Because if you call it a twin hump paradox, I mean a twin drop, you're leaving out the hump, right?
Yeah.
So it has to be an all-encompassing name.
Yeah, well that's got, like, the other day when we were going over a video that I will have to put back out again, where we went with Zanuck, and we were talking about the it started off about him talking about his uphill rivers, and that led to his LIGO presentation, which is, it's sort of similar to this, right? The confusion and the cog dis that was laid out by Zanuck in those early days with LIGO, where he had it being the straightest, flattest thing in the universe. And if you put a bubble level in the middle, it would be level. The bubble would read right in the middle. Then you have, if you put a ball at one end of it, the ball rolled to the middle. And if you had put a plumb bob at the end of it, that pointed towards the middle also. So
What?
he effectively had a drop and a hump and the horizontal. So everything that you have in this picture is what Zanuck had on LIGO. And like Buster was saying, it's like an exercise. If you can watch his head trying to work out how to justify the model, all based around the geometry of what the concepts that they have to go with, and it fries his brain. Whatever, you did get schooled. You've been schooled so many times over this.
It's ridiculous that a grown adult can have two opposing thoughts in their brain at the same time, maybe three. It boggles my mind.
They were proud of it. Proud of it, somebody. I can't even remember who it was. You talk to that many delusional people, but Louis, it was. Louis, he was.
Lewis.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he was chuffed to bits at being able to hold multiple conflicting views in his head at the same time. It's like, you don't understand how I can do that. It's like, well, if you feel proud of it, then, well, you know, that just says it all, right?
Wow,
They're proud of being able to hold multiple conflicting views in their head at the same time. I mean, like, it's a challenge, but we do it.
Unbelievable. They're proud of it.
Yeah,
Wow.
That's how clever they are. It's how advanced their thinking is. They can hold multiple conflicting views without having any conflict in that at all.
Yeah, the first time I saw that demonstration was a couple of years ago with the open and closed. That blew my mind. I go, what? These people are talented.
Yeah. Was it blue?
Oh, yeah, it was most
blue
definitely
balls.
blue. Yeah, yeah.
With
His
his
gas thing.
open closed gas tube.
Yeah. We even did a thing on Jose's and asking them, is it open? Is it closed? A lot of them were saying it's a malformed question. I love when they say that.
Wow.
And then it came to an agreement that it's Klopen. They even came up with a name. I made a meme out of it. Yeah. Talk about two conflicting, opposing thoughts in your head at the same time. Klopen. There you go.
I'll get that as a picture, I think. Copy. Oh, what's that? There you go. Two nutsack drops equals a Bislin hump. Cleary did have a better name for it than that.
He did, but it only encompasses the drop. Got to get the hump in there as well.
The double drop hump.
The double drop hump paradox. How about that?
I'm not too sure about the word paradox. Does paradox apply, or is it more of a conundrum? Right, it's a puzzle for them, isn't it? Like, paradox leaves them confused, right? You want to be trying to engage them. If you tell them it's a bit of a paradox, they'll be scared to answer or talk about it.
It'll scare them away.
Yeah.
I guess conundrum will be less scary.
Cleary's better at these sort of namey things than...
I'm sure we'll come up with something agreeable.
See, the point is as well, though, when you keep talking about the drop and the hump, you any idea where the drop and the hump would be measured from?
Of course, according to their model, the drop starts immediately at your feet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but what would you measure it from? Like, where would you measure that drop and the hump from?
From the start of your shoe, I guess. From the tip of your sole.
Yeah, well, the angle at the tangent point is always 0. Did you know that as well? They've admitted to that.
Yeah, yeah.
So there's no angle there at the tangent point. So, like I say, I've wrote it on the board. It's horizontal, isn't it? That hump and drop has to be measured from something. And that line they call horizontal.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah, of course. Yeah. Has to be that, yeah.
But
I
that's
thought
the
you
line.
meant real world, like standing on the ground, yeah.
That's the line that cannot be level if you live on a globe. If you hold a globe belief, the horizontal isn't allowed to be level. You have to have this jump.
Yeah, all along.
A jump from every point that you're starting at. Well,
That is their model.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, no wonder they don't want to talk about it. Oh, whatever's trying his best to defend here, right? You ready? He's talking to Paige, but when someone misrepresents the model, and then makes an argument based on the misrepresentation, that's a straw man. The globe model says down it towards the center of the circle.
Yeah. Isn't that what we just said?
Well, what not?
What circle?
Yeah, if what about
their
if you're at the
fantasy.
bottom of the circle? Is that still down towards the center?
Well, in their brain, and their geoid afflicted brain, down is at the center of the sphere no matter where you're standing
No, he's
at the
just
sphere.
talking about a circle here, though. He's not talking about a sphere. He's not talking about a
Oh,
globe.
a circle.
He's just talking about a circle, yeah. Yeah, that's what he says. He says the globe model, they ask, the great oracle says, the globe model says down it towards the center of the circle. So, if you're at the bottom of the circle, down is towards the center, up.
Which is up, yeah.
Yeah. Down's up. Again, it's not. It's not cog dis to them having down as being up, and maybe left. If you're on the left of the circle, then right is down. If you're on the left, right is down. Obviously, if you're on the bottom, then down is up. There's only one point that down is actually down. And that's if you're directly vertical from the centre point. On top
That's
of
too
the
logical.
circle. Yeah.
Oh, stop it.
The only point where down is actually down is the point that you would be on the top of the circle, in reality.
Yeah, they played that game with me before with the Earth. There's no place down and up or side. I go, okay. Look at the moon. this set him for a loop. Look at the moon, right? You see that little crater? Is it on the top side of the moon or is it on the bottom side? And you hear them like.
Yeah, I've got when I went on Modern Day Debates the other day with and some of the things that those guys with, you know, their perceived knowledge takes them to places that it's just fantastic, fantastical. Pair of drops, that was it. I don't know whether we can make that into a logo. I'm still. To put on the level in the middle. I'm going to have to get on the drawing board with that, I think. I see.
Wow, did you see what Gently typed in the text? The chat text?
Where? Over here? Chat thread?
Yeah.
All actual lines. Oh, what did he put? Is he replying to you? What was your one? Oh, is he replying to your basketball, the ant? Is that a dead ant?
Let me see.
That you've got?
Yeah, that's Professor Phil. When I asked him when does a line start to curve, he said, imagine yourself upon a basketball being an ant.
Oh, he normally goes for the orange. That's a switching up there. Somebody's influenced him. He normally goes for... I've always heard him go with an orange. He slices the top off oranges, usually, Professor Phil. This is a bit of a... you know, it might be B-ball. B-ball for life might be taking over. He's influencing them all with his B-balls. Taking them away from the oranges.
Yeah.
Taking them away from the citrus fruit.
Maybe. Yeah. We're moving on up.
Yeah. Oh, and it might be. They might have had a word with Senseless, Mr. Senseless, with the because he doesn't matter what the radius is, does he? He's what did he say? At least at best, at best, you've changed the radius size, so that's what would cause the scale change from an orange to a basketball.
Wow. Okay.
Okay, so he's replying to that, which said, Professor Phil Bell told me to imagine this when I asked him if a straight line can curve, and he imagined a dead ant. It looks like a dead ant you've got there lying on top of A basketball with some curved lines.
Schrodinger's ant.
Yeah.
Could be dead. It
Yeah.
could be alive.
It's in the container of a ball, right? Because that's how you contain water. It does contain water, doesn't it? That ball. So it is a container.
And atmosphere. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So the ant is actually within the container. You just can see it. So it's another one of those back to front things, isn't it? It's a container that's inside out, but you can contain stuff on the outside of it. Brilliant. Fantastic, these spheres. So he says all actual lines that exist in the real world, tangible lines, all deviate from straight. Even the hypothetical straight ones in geometry. All of them. There are only mathematical straight lines, as they can only exist in one dimension. That's handy, isn't it? Planes exist in reality, don't they? That's right, Gently. You're right. That's why we talk about horizontal planes. In the real world, we just have lines, and a line deviating from straight is exactly what you've shown there. Yeah, a line on a ball is definitely not a straight line. I think it's SE. You've never said that a line on a ball is a straight line, have you?
Never, ever.
No.
To the contrary.
Yeah. So yeah, like Gently, we definitely agree with you that all straight lines only ever exist in mathematics because they are one-dimensional, and you can't ever see a one-dimensional line. But planes is what we deal with in surveying and reality. Particularly just the horizontal plane and the vertical as well, the right lines. We deal with right line geometry and Euclidean 3-space. XYZ coordinates, and the XY and the Z coordinates are all planes. I love geometry. Makes everything really clear. So Gently, well done. I don't think he's listening anyway. Straight lines.
If you're listening, Gently, come on in and tell us how we got it wrong.
Oh, yeah, that was what we wanted to go over. B-balls. Video, wasn't it? I put it in earlier, didn't I? So we had to go back over it later. I'll have to go and get it again.
Well, B-Ball finally got his measuring rod, so we should see some exciting videos from him coming up.
Did he? Well, wow. Who's he going to get to hold the rod? Or he might have got a little tripod thing.
I'm sure he'll get creative.
Did you see the shots of us at Blackpool the other day?
The shots with the nugs? Yeah?
No, this one. With the measuring rod. There you go.
Oh, yeah. That was from yesterday, no?
Yeah. Well, no, I don't think we went yesterday. The day before yesterday.
Day before, yeah.
Yep. And as you can see, Blackpool Tower, I mean, that measuring rod's what, 2 meters or something? It's just extended out twice. Look at the size of Blackpool Tower. It's tiny. Isn't it? You thought about it, you thought it was really tall. It's not. It's about one angular nug. One the scale of a nug.
1 nug high.
Yeah. Just one nug.
You think that might have anything to do with perspective?
It's white. It's a white swan. Proves the globe. You see, like at that distance, Blackpool Tower is smaller than 2 meters. So that proves that curve or something. I don't know. We need Ranty to do the trig for us. Crunch some numbers, crunchy. We need the data nerds to get on it, see what they can do. Oh, everybody's leaving. Is there another show on somewhere? Or is everybody coming over to Cleary's?
Hey.
Hey.
What are y'all doing?
3 Space Livestream. There's only 6 people. There was 20 here watching it a minute ago. Everybody's just left all of a sudden.
Yeah, it could be like Jaren or something. I don't know. Hang on a second.
Have a look, see who's on. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. Did y'all get into a hot topic or something? Scared people off? What time is it? 6:20.
It can't be this picture that scared them away.
Oh my God! Is it Sean Hufford?
It's me with the talking about the angular nug size of Blackpool Tower.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, we are live on Discord, so I'll pop out the link again. And we've been live here all day. We're going to be chatting.
About 12, 13 hours.
We haven't even put a bot on yet today, have we?
Nope.
I guess we
Nothing
can
to
do
listen
that
to.
and go over.
Oh, there's something out there?
Well, there's all of those things we could go over and chat about. You know, Unirock and Conspiracy Cats, all of those videos. We could go over them and listen to them. And go over them through the live stream, couldn't we? If I'm not live streaming, then the sound won't come through. And if anybody wants to hear the video or see what we were talking about, they can come into the Discord or they can listen to it on their own.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's been a long day. I'm not sure if we should get into that stuff right now.
No, I'm
If you
just
want to,
getting
we can.
into the future, right? I don't want to get into it right now, but I mean, say for tomorrow or whenever.
Yeah. Let's see what's going on out there. Nothing.
Everybody just left all of a sudden. It's gone back up to 11 now. I don't know why. Everybody got the call away or something.
Yeah. Could be.
It is supper time, but everybody at the same time? That's kind of weird.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe after you finished your hump drop presentation? Maybe the troll army left? I don't know.
Yeah, they probably all get together, a huddle together to try and work out how to do it. Whatever's still hanging about in the chat, I think, or he may have disappeared. I think whatever's part of the crack team of people that want to solve this. Well, I think they already have. Or they think they have already sorted it.
I like the.
Well, I heard various.
Go ahead.
No, I heard various things that they've said, but nothing convincing so far. It's just doublespeak.
Yeah, they've not got much else, have they?
Well, I can't see how you can argue against this. You have to either pick one or the other, or there's a third option, which we haven't told them yet. Let them figure that one out. There's no way out of this.
Well, it's just logic. Now, if you do not have a basis to frame your logic on, or even an understanding of what logic is, then how are you meant to frame anything? If you just base your knowledge on somebody who you perceive as being cleverer than you telling you something, then all somebody has to tell you is that they've crunchy'd the numbers and put it through the curve calculator, done a bit of trigonometry, and bam. Yeah, you can have a double drop hump. It's quite possible.
Uh-huh.
I mean, look at reality. Isn't that what happens? I mean, it must work, mustn't it? Because it does work in reality, so therefore it's got to be, I don't know, it's got to be some model that you can't explain.
It's always been a massive amount of drop optically, and they say it's curved, but then they say it gets refracted back up and it matches their model. Total bullshit.
Oh, yeah. And it gets even more pronounced when you put two people at opposing sides looking at each other.
You mean the paradrops paradox?
That's the one. Paradrops paradox. That's nice. But it's not all encompassing, bro, because the hump, we gotta come up with a name that brings the hump in as well.
Hmm. Yeah, the paradrops
Paradrops a hump.
paradox.
Paradrops a hump.
Paradrops hump paradox. Oh, that's kind of tricky.
Paradrops a hump paradox.
The hump paradox. I mean, hump paradrops. I mean, what? What did I say? I don't even know.
The hump double drop paradox. Something like that.
The observer dependent drop.
Ruhif. Yeah. Don't lose Ruhif out of this. He's helped us out tremendously.
You know, it's funny, a boat can disappear over the horizon, but there's only 1 degree every 69 miles.
It's not very
And
funny
it
for the
starts at
boats.
3. Mm.
I don't hear many of them laughing. You'll never get any of them to come and talk about this now, you know. They've all already been here and done it.
Yep. Even Lori Latiano got wrecked.
Even the trolls in the chat.
What are you looking at? Those images are great, man. That one where you're out there holding that rod. Then you got Blackpool back behind you.
Yeah.
You got the auto level. Beautiful shot. I think I made a meme out of that yesterday. Yeah. I think I zoomed in a little bit. You can still see the auto level, but not as much.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, I'm in chat thread. I could go to live chat.
What's that? Oh yeah, in chat thread. Yeah, go to live chat.
Hey, I'll go to live chat.
Oh, Ali asked in the Ali. That was a bit late. Yeah, all distances are measured horizontal. Ask any surveyor. They'll tell you. You could always ask him. Right, if you ask a surveyor about the Trump, then they'll have to tell you, won't they? Now, I'd say if you were to ask a surveyor if all distances they measure are either horizontal or vertical, and then when they say, yeah, they're horizontal or the vertical, just get them to confirm that they know what they're talking about. Just try it. Try asking a professional if he's sure that when he says horizontal, he means horizontal. He might actually mean curved. Mightn't he?
Not a chance. Do you like the way that's stated right there? Any angle formed within the right angle cuts a chord.
Yeah. Any angle formed within the right angle. Yeah.
I tried to make it as ambiguous. It took me a while. But yeah, I think that's good.
Yeah, you maybe have to have you could do within the angle, the right angle, BAM. You know, put letters in.
Oh yeah, bam. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I need to cover up the old letters, yeah.
Yeah.
But if anybody says, what is the right angle on a circle? You don't know what a tangent is?
Yeah, I think I'd be tempted to put the tangent all the way along.
Oh, it can be redone.
In fact,
Certainly.
I could probably draw that for you.
Yeah, that'd be great.
And then you could just do that.
Yeah, I just took the only thing I could find and never have it like this. Had to flip it upside down. really cool to look at, though. Really, you look at that chord and you realize any angle from that vertex from the tangent would be subterranean on their model.
Yeah.
Yep. Nicely done, bro.
Thanks, Sissy.
Well, that is Proposition 16.
Book 3.
Yeah, book 3. Yeah. Proposition 16, book 3. Not the Proposition 16, the one that doesn't work in spherical geometry for the reasons you wouldn't realise from book 1.
Mm-hmm.
This is the one that proves that even within circular geometry, you cannot have things that work in spherical geometry.
Yeah.
Because this is got a tangent, not spherical geometry at all. Which is a pretty good point, actually, Cleary, right? Like, how
Yeah.
can you have a tangent in spherical geometry? You just can't. It can't exist if the surface is just the...
Tangent to a plane?
Yeah, you can't
Oh.
have a chord, right? Either in spherical
On a plane.
geometry.
Yeah, 2D planar surface, right?
Yeah.
In spherical geometry, la la land. I can't do it like SE. I wish he was here.
Yeah.
He won't sing for us.
Are we talking about La La Land?
He's singing for Jose.
Every day you're there, over at Jose, singing for him.
I love it. I love it. Can't
I already
get
get-
me out of his brain.
I already gave him like $14 in super chats last night.
Is he going again tonight?
He probably is.
Why?
So yeah, I've bought a load of connectors for me water level today.
I don't want it.
Oh, that's good. You're like getting them delivered.
Yeah, they're on the way.
Bye.
The tube will be coming. I don't think that's been even sent off
Which I
for
did that
delivery
for,
yet. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that tube coming.
Alright now.
Because that's going to be a proper one. I'm also looking into a 1 mil tube. Have you seen that?
1 mil. Oh my
1
God.
mil
It's
tube,
like a needle.
yeah. You know those thingy winders you get for washing line on a retractable thing? I was thinking you could probably get 100 meters on a dead small one
The song perfectly
of a 1 mil tube.
it ended right.
And if you could get some way to connect that to
In
a
that video,
bigger
you can
violet
kinda-
on it
Like,
to check for pressure.
probably not that. But
It'd just be for us,
probably like.
just to try to see whether you can.
But it's nice to go from like my wobbly kind of thing and then go. But mine.
Yeah, Laurie's paradox, the shortest distance between 2 points is a straight line.
I think you're giving Laurie too much credit for that, right? Laurie doesn't even know what he's saying. He just says words, doesn't he, and strings them together.
Yeah, he does. It's like he doesn't understand the language except for baller talk.
Yeah.
The only thing he knows how to say is like your incredulity, you're intellectually dishonest, you're
Yeah. If somebody else has already wrote it down, then he's quite good at remembering it and repeating it.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's Laurie's particular skill.
Yeah.
Linguistically.
Like a mm-hmm.
He just says things that people tell him. He uses words and They say somebody's gone, oh, yeah, you're very good with words, Laurie.
Yeah, I think that's
No.
what we were doing is saying, okay, you said that. Can you explain it to me? You know, but no, never could.
No.
I like to do that. Explain it to me like I'm a 5-year-old.
Well, that's I think that's the best way to be, because there are lots of people in this arena that do need to be walked through it from the beginning. Now, that was part of the reason why we do the personal run throughs on the 7, or the basics of the geometry, because we don't want people to feel embarrassed in front of other people.
Anything else besides
Right, for saying I don't really know, I don't understand that.
Strong. That's all. When you can push your body up 5 times and not.
Yeah, I figured out maybe Lemon is like a Bible literalist, you know?
You reckon?
Yeah, for sure.
No.
No, I think
I started.
the way I see Lemon's someone who's, I don't know, because I think.
Did you hear me?
Yeah,
Did you hear me talking to him this morning?
yeah,
But I don't think many.
yeah, but
Hey.
it's like
But people.
I think
Like-
it's used as a distraction. Whereas this morning when came in and you were talking, it was almost like you were on a level, right? Maybe even you were further on, right? You'd looked into it more and
Yeah, way more.
maybe intimidated by it,
Right.
right? Because it wasn't just something you can use to
You need to find.
interact or get past. It was something that you'd looked into and
No, but they didn't.
come to your own conclusions. You'd done your own thinking.
No.
Yeah, definitely. I don't remember what it was, but Lemon said, "Yeah, I need to go look into that." You know.
Oh, that was when you were saying about was it the Sumerians or not the Sumerians? But it was something like that. There was 2 different types of peoples, I think.
Oh, the Essenes and the Sadducees, Pharisees, and the Essene Gate at Jerusalem. Yeah. And it was talking about equally yoked and all. I said Jesus didn't hang out with equally yoked people. He hung out with all kinds of people, lower caste people. A little dog with a flip flop in his mouth.
Yeah.
Taco Bell used to use that Chihuahua to market their Mexican food.
Is that why it's now considered racist?
I don't know. It was very popular for many years.
Taco Bell can't have made that racist. Well, I mean,
That's what people say.
I say they can't. They may have done that, or maybe they didn't do it. Certain other people got offended on other people's behalves, and they've changed it into something that's racist. But
Yep.
I'll never look at Chihuahuas the same again. Racist little bastards. Well, you look at him.
But just a little girl bit, man. About
Yeah.
I think Jose's got
How could somebody?
how many's Jose got?
Quite
3.
How
Yeah.
could you get offended by a dog?
Yeah,
I don't understand that.
He'd be like kicking them out the way.
Watch.
What about
Labs,
Yeah.
Black
Black
Lab,
labs.
Weenie Dog. You got Weenie Dogs. That's got to offend somebody.
Yeah.
You think black labs? You think black labs matter? Wait, that sounds wrong.
Funny y'all talking about Taco Bell because I have someone within 1 foot of me right now that loves Taco Bell. Do you think Taco Bell using the Chihuahua is racism? No? You're gonna eat their tacos no matter what?
Yeah.
Yeah. You probably ate Taco Bell this week, right?
Yeah, yesterday.
Yeah. Yesterday. You're
Well, you paid
racist.
for it today, then.
Racism runs deep.
Is it seriously? Is it racist, or is it one of those things that like people on Discord have turned into, and like within this little group that we're in? Because I've never heard of it before, to be honest, and I can't see if Taco Bell, have they stopped using it, or do they still use it? The
I don't think they
Bell
do.
Chihuahua.
I don't know.
I'm willing to swear on a stack of Bibles. When I used that name on somebody, I had no clue that was racist.
Yeah.
No clue whatsoever.
In fact, I'm going to have a go at Googling it just to make sure. Is a Chihuahua racist?
Could be from Argentina. Who knows?
We could start,
Guatemala.
instead of Nug Life, there could be a Nig Life or a Chihuahua Life.
A Chihuahua life, yeah. Chihuahua lives matter. I like that, Rakia.
Black Labs Lives Matter. That's hard to say.
The transcript actually might pick that up the wrong way.
Yeah, stay clear away from that one.
Shut us down.
Yeah.
Oh, the Chihuahua, right? The Chihuahua is a small toy breed that originated near the Chihuahua state in Mexico, from which it gets its name.
Chihuahua.
It's been originated as a Mexican dog, yeah. So if I call somebody a German Shepherd, that's racist? I mean, it's ridiculous, right? Hey,
It's got its own
Rottweiler.
Wikipedia page.
It's Marxist.
Yeah.
There you go. Copy.
How about if I call you a terrier? Will you get offended if you're English? I mean, it's ridiculous, right?
It's just Jose playing. He doesn't mean anything he says, really. We should listen to that clip where I was over there last night. That was funny. I wasn't talking or anything.
Well, you called him a chihuahua or something?
I did the other day. And he was like, "Oh, you being racist?" I said, "No, man, it's just funny. I know it triggers you."
He didn't ban you?
Wow.
No, I think he was over at Brandon's or somewhere.
Right. They ended the contract in July 2000. And it says, in 2003, Taco Bell lost a lawsuit by two Michigan men who had pitched the concept of the Chihuahua to Taco Bell 6 years earlier at a licensing show in New York. Taco Bell worked with Thomas Rinks and Joseph Shields for over a year developing the Chihuahua campaign and commercials. But Taco Bell failed to pay the men according to court documents. The men sued, and in 2003, a jury awarded them $30.1 million in compensation.
No
right?
way.
Plus nearly $12 million in additional interest 3 months later. So that's $42 million Taco Bell
SE didn't.
lost.
Holy
SE didn't.
Chihuahua, Batman.
You didn't make a dime when you said Chihuahua.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. That's
You
all
need to
from
sue
the
Jose.
idea of that. I mean, it doesn't mention anything about it being racist at all. It's even got its own Wikipedia page. So look here, I'll put it in the live chat if anybody wants to see. That's the Wikipedia page.
Yeah, I remember the Taco Bell Chihuahua. It was a very endearing symbol. Nobody ever thought of racism. I mean, what are they talking about?
Yeah. There is there's a list of ethnic slurs here. Let's see whether.
To be honest with you, except for their size, it's a really nice looking dog, no?
The ironic part is that the people who brought the lawsuit are the ones that made it about any sort of race or ethnicity, right? Like until then, it's just a dog that likes Taco Bell. And then
Yeah,
once
I
you
guess.
get offended and you're like, oh, you're talking about me. That dog is supposed to represent me. And I'm like, you said it, not me. How are you getting mad at me for what you think I represented with a dog?
Yeah, well said.
Chihuahua's
Yo
not
quiero.
on the racist names or anything. It's just not there. Do you know what is on there as a racist slur, supposedly? Chinaman.
Hmm.
Yeah. And it's got-
Man from China.
Yeah, the first one on here as well is, it says Abby, Abe, or Abby is a targeted demographic for Jewish men, and it's a shortened from the name Abraham.
Yeah, Brahma,
Abe.
actually.
The Abe Simpson.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that Homer's dad? That's a slur. Racist. There's some weird racist slurs in here, but
Maybe we shouldn't read them all.
yeah. My brother's called Beanie. We call him Beanie because he used to fart a lot. That's from early age. He'd had some beans and he was farting in school. So he came back and everybody calls him Beanie. But Beaner or Beanie is actually a racist slur.
Yeah.
Towards who?
Mexicans.
Yep. Refried beans and whatever.
Oh, really? Wow. That's the first time I heard that.
Yeah, there is some weird. Not Chihuahua though. I can't find. There is a. Am I racist for naming my Chihuahuas this? And somebody else put, is naming a Chihuahua Pico racist or culturally inappropriate.
If I was Mexican and we bred Chihuahuas, I would be proud every time somebody mentioned that name, right?
Yeah.
Seriously. Like imagine they named the dog the Texan, right? Would
Yeah.
people from Texas be proud if you'd bring up, hey, check out that Texan? You know? I think so. They'd be proud.
Yep. I'm not so sure that's correct. We're going to have to leave that.
Yeah.
That's a no-no?
I know. I think you'd be quite safe.
Look in the live chat real quick. That's the same thing that your photo was doing.
Yeah. Yeah,
Just optics.
that's over water. I mean, there probably would have been a bit of water there. I'm guessing it's going to bring a lot more pictures like that out. Right?
Yeah,
Skunk
time-lapse.
Bay, is that Skunk Bay across water? You know, or is it like a lake?
Oh,
I don't know. It's just some meme, gif, whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know who did it.
do you even know we had?
Just different density layers and the way light. Yeah, distorts.
Yeah, I've got that. I've got
What
that
if we did
video I want to finish
5
off.
buckets?
But like I start off in the morning and I do like an hour or two of cutting the video, and then somebody will come in and I'll start talking about something else, and we get onto the water level, and we'll get on to something else, and I never managed to get back to finishing the videos off. And I am going to have to do a fair bit of stuff and compiling all of the, you know, the water level testing. But I guess it's not professional, right? For the water level test, it's still just the water level test, and we'll go through the principles. But I'm testing it for myself. I'm not doing it as a paper or anything like that. It's up to everybody who wants to do it for themselves. Do it for themselves. But yeah, I want to do that. We get that refraction. If I get one of Blackpool like that. Because I could make a load of GIFs.
Sorry, I keep muting. I know that's probably obnoxious if y'all hear that. Ding, ding.
Yeah. So yeah, if Flatsoy's around as well, I mean, he's probably gone to bed or whatever. We've got some footage we'll show you. Because I've guessed that footage I was showing you guys earlier won't have gone out to the thing, would it? Because I wasn't live at that point, was I?
Don't know which video. Oh, earlier?
The Blackpool Tower one. You know, the Skunk Bay.
Yeah, it's still on a live stream right now.
Yeah, I know, but when I put my camera on earlier to show you that footage, thing wouldn't have seen it, would it?
Yeah, yeah. Well, it may have, unless it was switched over to live chat display.
It was
I don't
on
remember
screen,
if it was switched over.
wasn't it? Yeah, I didn't put it on a video camera. It was on my screen, so that wouldn't have shown, would it? At all.
If it was your avatar displayed, your camera would have showed, yeah.
Yeah, no, it wasn't my camera though. It was on my screen. You have to click into the go live, don't you? In order to
I guess
see
so.
that. Yeah. I'm just saying, I think it's out there for flatsoid, it's open, right? If he wants to take it, I'll cut it and do a skunk bay type.
Oh my God! If they'll never let Flatsoid over there now with all the ammo he's got.
Yeah, they will. Yeah, I was surprised by that though.
Great.
So you don't notice
What?
it, do you?
No, slowly.
Playing
Yeah.
normal time.
It's like a frog in water, right? Never knows he's boiling because it
Yeah.
slowly heats up. So as you're staring out over there, you never notice it, right? So you speed it up. Yeah, Bane, man, he's the boss. He needs to keep doing that. That's good stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, now we know about that, and
Yeah.
what I noticed is that I'll have to have a look at the windmill farms and all of that. But if that is the same, you stop dropping Google Drive files in there. Oh look, I think it might be for you that actually, Cleary.
I ain't clicking on that.
Yeah, no. Clicking on Google Docs, whatever. I mean, that's. You want to come into the actual live chat or something? Show us a picture of what you mean. Don't be getting us to click Google Docs from someone. I don't know. It could have anything in there, couldn't it?
There's a little image. I can't really see it.
It looks like Proposition 16 Accord.
Oh, he must be on side now.
No, he thinks they're both the same thing, and you can have a tangent and a chord on spherical geometry because he imagines that you can. And I think WS may have told him that it proves a globe or something. I'm not too sure.
Yeah.
Whatever, should be aware that anytime you have a tangent or a chord that you're taking back in talking about Euclidean 3 space, which is our realm, right?
Yep.
It's that simple that anyone can really understand it. Proposition 16 is another one of those ones that it's just basic logic. You can look at it and go, yeah, that makes sense. I'm not surprised there's a proof for that.
Yeah, I don't know how I came across that one. But when I saw it, it was just like, bam, you know?
It just jumped out at you.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to be going to sleep early tonight.
Yep.
We've not got any drama streams to have a go at.
Wow.
Yeah, there's something out there. It's the calm, calm before the storm. Tomorrow's Friday and Saturday.
I'm looking forward to Saturday. That's going to be fun. Seeing if
Yeah, we don't
Ranty's
even.
willing to use photos that he just robs off people without asking.
I don't know what it's going to be all about, really. They probably had an original idea, but after all the images you've taken, they're probably like, "Oh, we need to rethink this."
I'd be, if I was Conspiracy Cats, I'd be asking Ranty, is it a joke? Like, how certain are you of it? I mean, it's got to be. I can't imagine Conspiracy Cats as being the sort of guy that is willing to make a video like that on the back of not really much. Right? He's a science teacher of over 20 years. I mean, he wouldn't go into something like that without actually checking it first, would he? Would he? I don't know. He might do.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
There's a better chance of him, much better chance of him being an actor or comedian rather than a teacher.
Oh, well, I'd say if he was going to go into some sort of argument about proofs and stuff like that, without actually checking it, doesn't sound much like a very scientific type person who checks and verifies. And I mean, like, that's what science is to me. Somebody who goes over things and makes sure they've got it right before doing it. I mean, a sciencey person wouldn't just trust something that somebody gives them, especially if it was something that they are supposed to be quite knowledgeable on. Do they?
Yeah.
Do they think
Well,
geometry?
have you ever watched Cat's video? He said, "I'll give you a demonstration of gas pressure without a container," and he raised his leg up and went. I mean,
Yeah.
his videos are.
Yeah, he did say
Ridiculous.
once as well. I think I've got one of the early memes of what we've got. You can't have gas pressure without a container. That's one of his famous lines. He said that. I don't know where that meme is. Let me see if I can find it.
Yeah, I think Nathan plays that one quite a bit.
I think it was one of the very first memes that I ever got in this thing. It's where the bloody hell I put it.
Must be way back in the archives.
Yeah. Can't even remember whether I had it in here. On the PC, it might have been before that. Before I even had a PC.
Maybe there's something crazy going on over at Jim's. I don't know.
No, it's only 20 odd people. I've had to look. Not that many people watching. The numbers have gone back up again. There's people watching again. 12. Up and down all over the place. I don't know. There's never going to be any drama here, right? Because the ballers are just too scared to come. If you want the drama, you'll have to go over there. I'm not. I'm not going anywhere to any of those.
Yeah, it used to be fun.
It's much better now keeping out of the way of it. I mean, it was even a bit much the other day at Brandon's. You know, trying to say stuff.
Yeah. Those shows are for people who want a voice, right? Somebody who doesn't have a show They don't have their own, live stream, Discord, everything, and they want to go and interact. That's where we all start, right? It's fun. It can be fun. I think some people take the fun out of it, though. They come in there and they hog the mic and talk over you, and yeah, they're trying to like spoil everybody's fun. If you can think of any examples.
People ruining the fun. Yeah, there's loads of them. I like the idea of when you get an good argument going, and then people just jump in. Everybody has their own argument that they want to beat people with, so they just jump in. Especially certain people that are well willing to just jump in over the top, and nobody can stop them. It seems.
Yeah, I hear you talking, Bev. I hear you talking, but I'm going to talk all over you.
Yeah. My point's
ridiculous.
Obviously better than yours. Whatever you were just saying. And them ones that ask you questions and then let you say about 2 words, start talking over you, and then whenever you say, wait a minute, they say, let me finish. Let me finish.
Yeah, or somebody posts a Poincare conjecture thing, and you call them out for, being an idiot, and then they want to have you define it for them. Like, no, you define it. It's your claim. It's your buddy's claim. Do it. I'm calling bullshit. So, like, when you explain it, everybody else will go, "Wow, that's some bullshit right there." But yeah, that's Lori. Just can't. You can't define anything he says.
Yeah, I don't think I can find that. I've found some many good other. I've got some good maps. You see the oldest known map.
It's weird.
I don't know what bitter is.
Bitter, 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 bitter river. Bitter cold. Polluted. I don't know.
Did you see that one as well? That's pretty good.
Yeah, all the lights in the sky are observer dependent. They're bending away from you
No, that's the
optically.
sun. That's the sun path. That's the 6 months of the year, and the sun, the time lapse of the sun in the sky for each of the months.
Yeah, I got
Look how it fades out every time. Sometimes it doesn't even go to the it doesn't even go to the horizon.
Yeah, it fades out. Yeah.
Always just fades out in the distance.
See this star trail thing here?
Yeah.
Look at the scale of it, right? This person, there's a tree in front of them.
That's
There's
not
some.
right.
It is. It's fisheye. It's fisheye. It's a trick
Yeah, yeah.
because yeah.
Yeah,
So look at the
not
scale.
it's not a real photo that's
Hmm.
because
It's
it
fisheye.
even looks
Fisheye Photoshop.
square though, doesn't
Hmm.
it? It's very, very square in the
I mean,
way
look at the
it's cut.
area though. There's one tree in that area right there. You can tell it's not a large area, but you have 2 points of rotation. From the fisheye lens and the Photoshop software, you can create a north and south pole right there in your own yard.
Yeah, I don't. That's that fake, right? Unless you've done it yourself, that's not right.
No, it's not real.
Yeah,
No,
somebody
but
somebody has doctored that to make it look like there's two poles.
But you can sure fool a lot of
Yeah,
people.
with things like that.
yeah, like, do you ever look at the fisheye lens stuff? How things rotate? If you're looking through the fisheye lens, everything is rotating. You know, that's all it is with the software that makes it, drag and do the animation.
Uh,
But you make enough YouTube videos telling people there's a southern rotation, and everybody believes it. But what I started doing was asking everybody down south, "What do you see? What do you see?" And they always said, "You know, I see east to west. I don't see anything else."
I do kind of arc pattern.
You do what?
I see somewhat of an arc pattern circuit, like travel.
I think your limit of your distance is the same, right? So as that limit of distance is rotated, it becomes a circumference in the sky. You're not looking across a horizontal plane, but you're looking up. So that's kind of a curved area. The limits of your vision.
here's an old meme that I found. Flurf say the bottom disappears due to perspective because of distance. How come we can still see the top when it's even further away?
That makes no logical sense
I know.
whatsoever.
Yeah, this is the one. Well, how come things disappear from the bottom first? That's where the air's sort of affected. Like, what do they expect stuff to disappear from the top first? I mean, that's ridiculous, isn't it? Like, why would
Yeah.
stuff disappear from the top first?
Oh, and that number.
The way I look at this right here is the sunlight is coming down. The definition of refraction is sunlight gets refracted off of taller objects and goes down into the more dense medium. You're seeing the light on the top. It's bouncing at your eye, but the stuff on the bottom, that light's not making it to your eye. Whether it's the dense, low-level atmosphere or it's the angle of refraction down there.
Well,
this one. It's quite a good meme.
Oh, that's right on.
Air bends, air curves.
Yeah. These are all Rob's.
Probably like
These some of the best memes I thought I've seen. The old war memes from Rob.
like all land.
Oh, look at this one. I think this is before Fight the Flat Earth.
Your level thong.
Yeah, that's why I saved that one.
Mm.
He's always talking about my level thong.
Yeah.
I didn't show him it. I didn't send him any pics, I promise.
Yeah, I bet.
And it's confirmation that Fight the Flat Earth does teach his kids.
It's got words with
He taught his kids for fun.
Taught him for fun.
Yeah. How to calculate their position on the Earth exactly using nothing but a swinging pendulum. As he just teaches his kids that for fun. He said, I don't know why they don't bring him out more often. I mean, yeah, I don't think he's taught anybody that stuff.
Just for fun.
yeah. Oh,
Yeah, I think this is the first.
that's the bone.
This is the first time I ever got a message with him.
Annabelle.
That was the first message that he ever told me. That if I speak to my kids about this, his debate, I took that as being. I'll be debating you tonight. Are you going to ignore me? You are a bully and a coward. I thought that's a great one, right?
Yeah.
A bully and a coward in one, says from somebody like Fight the Flat Earth. And then if you speak to your kids about this, then you're also a child abuser. That's fantastic, that. But that was what he used to try and get me into a debate. That's the tactic he uses on people every day. It's pretty bad. West. Perspective compression.
Oh, he gave you the video link? Soundly proving the curvature of the Earth at Lake Pontchartrain?
Yeah.
Thank Mick. Thanks, Mick.
Here's somebody else with the LIGO. Yeah, whenever they talk about this, the size of these things and drop or anything, they're opening themselves up to.
I'll be back in about a minute.
Okie dokie. We got one from Container Forces.
Y'all still here?
Yeah, I'm going to be shutting this off soon. I'll put out the link for the live stream. I don't know what are you doing? Are you
Yeah, I need to turn mine off.
are you going to turn your live stream off?
Yeah, you want me to? I could right now.
No, wait a minute. Let's get this get the YouTube link out, and then tomorrow are you going to be going live again tomorrow and doing like another day? Like we have to.
Yeah, we can.
Yeah.
Or we could do it on your channel and have more viewers, you know?
Yeah, I mean, we could do that. Could do both.
Yeah, you just got to kind of work towards maybe doing the 3 space thing. It's just such a small channel.
Yeah, if I do it on mine though, we can't really go over the videos because then,
Yeah.
you know, everyone will be able to hear it. We want a sort of go along with type thing, don't we? Which should be better on 3space. I think that's where it's going to be better. Come and have a chat. Let's go over other people's videos, see what other people think of other people's videos, see what other people think of the other ballers, see what the ballers think of the ballers.
Yeah, that'd be good. I could just give you the login on that one. DP's already got it on that YouTube channel. If you want to do that, you could. Or I could just set it up in the morning.
Yeah, check this one out. This was quite a good one. You know the problem of hanging a pendulum at the equator? Question mark. It'll hang horizontally towards the south rather than the ground because south is down.
Who wrote that crap? Is that a wannabe father?
There was all sorts of strange things that you get on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
Straight, but I mean, it'll hang horizontally towards the south. A problem that hanging a pendulum at the equator. It would hang horizontally towards the
Down.
south.
Which is down.
The ground, because south is down. I don't like it. I don't know. I don't know, but I mean, if any baller out there listening wants to take that on and develop it as an argument, I'd be quite willing to hear that. I would. I'd really like to hear that in a debate setting.
There's the 3 space YouTube login in your DM. Oh wait, crap! I posted that in Brandon's general. No, I'm just kidding. They log in so quick that thing would be gone. But it's really a burner channel, right? If they're going to come after that YouTube channel, then yeah, there it is.
Right, so that's the... Oh, yeah. We're going to have to sort that other thingy out, aren't we, really?
The web server.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
I don't know. We'll work it out, but yeah. More live streaming seems to do better than actually making videos. More people watch the live streams than they do the videos, so I may as well put videos out and make them and go over them here rather than putting them out as videos. May as well just do live streams going over the stuff that I've got and put the stuff out for the tests that we do. You know, do it all live with people that anybody wants to come in and talk about all of the stuff that we're doing. They can.
Yeah, video is like creating some presentation for someone to view because you can't just sit on a live stream and talk to them, you know.
Mm.
But if you can, just sit on a live stream and talk to people, you know, and they come in and see stuff and learn. You don't have to make that presentation, you know.
Well,
But either way,
I can do the presentations live.
I
You know,
love
if
coming in
people
and
have
talking
problems.
to you guys, by the way.
Yeah, I love you coming in too, Rob. But I like, you know, if there's anything you want us to work over, I would be happy to go over it on the whiteboard and present it, because there's loads of stuff we need to present more so people can get it, and I'll do it. Be happy to. Right, I'm gonna shut the live stream down now.
yeah, I need to shut mine down,
See you later,
I
guys.
guess.